Have you ever woken up in the morning and just sat quietly on the edge of your bed, gathering the strength to stand? Maybe your legs feel a little weaker than they did just last month. Your arms seem to need a bit more effort to lift. You walk a bit slower, not because something hurts, but because your body simply doesn't feel quite as strong as it once did. If that sounds familiar, you're far from alone. After the age of 60, it's very common to notice a gradual loss of muscle strength. What many don't realize is that this muscle loss, called sarcopenia, isn't just an inevitable part of getting older. It's also about the choices we make, or don't make, in caring for our bodies along the way. Here's something that might surprise you. Your muscles don't just grow stronger from the movement you do during the day. In truth, your body does its most vital work while you sleep. That's when it rebuilds, repairs, and refreshes your muscle tissue, but only if it has the right materials to build with. And those materials come from what you eat. Not just any food, but gentle, nourishing bedtime foods that quietly work their magic as you rest. In this video, I'll share with you 4 natural foods you can enjoy before bed that help slow muscle loss, restore strength, and help you wake up feeling just a little more sure and steady, one calm night at a time. And the last food on the list? Just 1 spoonful before bed can make a surprising difference for your muscles. Stick with me until the end. Before we begin, if you're interested in simple ways to stay strong while you sleep, please like this video, subscribe to Evergreen Wisdom, and share your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever tried a bedtime snack that truly helped you feel better in the morning? I'd love to hear your story. Now, let's start with something gentle, something green, fuzzy on the outside, sweet, and a little tangy inside. The humble kiwi. You might think of kiwi as a refreshing treat on a summer day or a colorful addition to a fruit salad. But here's what many don't know. This small fruit is a quiet champion for sleep and recovery, especially when enjoyed at night. Let me share a story. A gentleman named George, 74 years old, widowed and retired from teaching, told me over a cup of tea, "You know, I don't really sleep through the night anymore. When I wake up, I feel stiff, as if my body was tense all night." He wasn't in pain exactly, just tired and worn down. His legs didn't feel steady like before. His arms had lost the easy strength he once took for granted. He thought that was just aging. But I asked him to try one simple change: eat 2 kiwis about an hour before bedtime every night for 2 weeks. That was it. You wouldn't believe the difference. Not only did George fall asleep faster, something he hadn't done in years, but he told me he began waking up feeling lighter, more rested, and more agile. "I don't creak like an old chair anymore," he laughed. "My legs feel like they belong to me again." So what makes kiwi so special? For starters, kiwi is one of the few fruits that naturally contains melatonin, the hormone that signals your brain it's time to sleep. While many people take melatonin pills, kiwi offers a gentle, food-based way for your body to absorb and use it naturally. And studies show that eating kiwi before bed can improve both how well and how long you sleep, especially for older adults. And here's the best part: the deeper, more restful sleep that kiwi helps you get is exactly when your body does its most important muscle repair work. While you're dreaming peacefully, your body is hard at work restoring worn-out tissues, balancing hormones, and rebuilding your strength. But this vital repair only happens when you actually reach those deeper stages of sleep. Kiwi helps open the door to that restful, restorative sleep. Beyond its natural melatonin, kiwi is packed with antioxidants like vitamins C and E. Why is that so important? As we get older, our muscles become more vulnerable to inflammation and oxidative stress. That's what often leads to stiffness, soreness, and that slow, heavy feeling many of us know too well. Antioxidants act like gentle cleaners, sweeping away the damage so your muscle cells can focus on healing instead of just fixing themselves. Kiwi is also a wonderful source of potassium, which supports healthy muscle contractions and can help prevent those pesky nighttime leg cramps. If you've ever jolted awake at 3 a.m. from a sharp calf cramp, you understand how valuable that is. And here's something seniors really appreciate: kiwi is easy to digest and won't send your blood sugar soaring. Even though it tastes sweet, It has a low glycemic index, making it a safe choice for anyone managing diabetes or watching insulin levels. It's also naturally low in sodium, which is perfect for those dealing with high blood pressure. So, how should you enjoy it? Just peel 2 ripe kiwis about an hour before bedtime. Eat them slowly, maybe while you relax with a quiet book or soft music. It's a simple little ritual that gently tells your body, rest is coming, healing is coming. Of course, as with anything, it's important to listen to your body. A few people might experience mild stomach upset if they're sensitive to fruit acids or have digestive issues. But for most, kiwi is gentle, soothing, and well tolerated. We've just uncovered the quiet strength of kiwi, a gentle way to slip into better sleep and support your body's recovery. Now, let's move on to something a little more familiar, something many of us have cracked open before, maybe on toast in the morning or in a cherished family recipe. Let's talk about eggs. You might be surprised to hear about eggs before bed. It's true, eggs are often seen as a breakfast food, but an egg before bedtime can work wonders for your body while you sleep, especially if you're over 60 and want to hold on to your strength, balance, and muscle tone. What makes eggs so special isn't just that they're rich in protein, though they certainly are. Eggs contain what nutrition experts call a complete protein, meaning they provide all 9 essential amino acids your muscles need to grow and repair. They're especially high in leucine, a key amino acid that kickstarts muscle protein synthesis. Simply put, when you eat eggs, your body gets a clear message: it's time to rebuild. Here's where eggs become even more important for seniors. As we age, our bodies don't respond as well to small amounts of protein. A healthy 25-year-old can eat a modest portion of chicken and build muscle easily. But after 60, many people need a bit more quality protein, especially leucine-rich protein, to get the same benefit. This is where eggs shine. One large egg contains about 6 grams of protein and roughly 500 to 600 milligrams of leucine, enough to meaningfully support muscle repair overnight. If you tend to eat lightly at night or if dinner was low in protein, a soft-boiled egg about an hour before bed might be just the boost your body needs to stay strong. But there's more. Eggs also provide vitamin D, a nutrient many older adults don't get enough of, especially if they don't spend much time outdoors. Vitamin D isn't just about keeping bones healthy, it plays a vital role in muscle function and coordination. Combine that with choline, another nutrient found in eggs that supports brain and nerve health, and you've now got a food that helps your body move and respond with more ease and confidence. But I'm sure you're thinking, what about cholesterol? That's a fair question. Eggs used to have a bad reputation, and it's understandable to be cautious. Here's what science tells us today: for most people, eating eggs in moderation, about 1 a day, does not raise the risk of heart disease. In fact, some studies show that eggs can actually improve your cholesterol by increasing the good HDL cholesterol. Unless your doctor has advised you otherwise, eggs can be a safe and valuable part of your diet. How you prepare your eggs matters, too. A gently cooked egg, like soft-boiled, poached, or lightly scrambled in olive oil, is easy to digest and keeps more of its nutrients intact. It's best to avoid frying eggs in butter or adding too much salt, which can upset your stomach or raise blood pressure. And if chewing is difficult, a soft egg is one of the easiest proteins to enjoy, no jaw strain needed. Let me share a real story. I met a woman named Lean at a wellness workshop. She's 68, always cheerful, always bringing fruit to share. She told me she struggled for years with weakness in the mornings. I get out of bed, and my legs wobble like cooked noodles, she said with a laugh. Lean didn't eat dinner late and often skipped snacks after dark, thinking it would help her sleep better. We added just 1 poached egg to her evening routine, a small, warm bite before bed. 2 weeks later, she said, I didn't expect much, but I don't feel so wobbly anymore. I actually feel stable. That's the power of the right bedtime protein. It's not about eating a heavy meal at night. It's about giving your muscles just enough of the right fuel to repair and rebuild while you rest. Your body does the work, you just provide the tools. Now, let's turn to something you might not expect: something small enough to hold in your hand, maybe forgotten in a jar at the back of the cupboard. Don't let their size fool you. These little seeds are among the most underrated bedtime foods. I'm talking about pumpkin seeds. Yes, those tiny green seeds, sometimes called pepitas, that you might sprinkle over salads or toss into granola. When it comes to your muscles, your sleep, and nighttime recovery, pumpkin seeds pack more power than you'd guess. Let me introduce you to Harold. He's 72, a retired gardener with hands that still show years of hard work. He came to me with a common complaint: I wake up every morning with tightness in my legs. I stretch and move, but it feels like I didn't rest at all. We reviewed his evening habits, meals, sleep routine, and one thing stood out: he wasn't getting enough magnesium. Magnesium is a mineral that helps muscles relax. Without enough, muscles may stay partly tense even during sleep. That's why some people wake up sore, even after a full night's rest. And here's the good news: one of the best natural sources of magnesium is pumpkin seeds. Just a small handful, about an ounce, can provide roughly 37% of your daily magnesium needs. That's impressive for such a tiny snack. Enjoying them in the evening gives your body the tools to physically unwind, not just relax mentally. But magnesium isn't all pumpkin seeds offer. They're also one of the few foods naturally rich in tryptophan, an amino acid your body turns into serotonin, then into melatonin, the hormone that helps you fall asleep. While tryptophan on its own doesn't exactly lull you to sleep, when combined with magnesium, it creates a powerful 1-2 punch for deeper, more restful sleep. And better sleep means more growth hormone released, more cellular repair, and yes, more muscle rebuilding happening quietly through the night while you rest beneath the covers. Don't forget, pumpkin seeds also provide a good amount of plant-based protein, about 7 grams per ounce, along with healthy fats that help slow digestion. This means your body receives a gentle, steady flow of amino acids throughout the night instead of a quick spike and crash. It's slow, sustaining nourishment, just what aging muscles need to heal and grow stronger. You might be wondering how to enjoy pumpkin seeds at night. It's simple: keep the portion small. A tablespoon or 2 is plenty. You can eat them plain or sprinkle them over a bit of plain Greek yogurt if you want an extra protein boost. Some people like to warm them lightly in a pan to bring out the nutty flavor, but that's optional. Just be sure to keep them unsalted. Too much sodium late at night isn't kind to your blood pressure, especially if you're managing hypertension. Pumpkin seeds are also rich in zinc, a mineral that supports cell repair, strengthens the immune system, and helps maintain hormonal balance. This is especially important for men over 60 who want to preserve healthy testosterone levels, which play a key role in muscle mass. All that benefit from such a tiny seed, nature truly doesn't waste space. One small caution: like all nuts and seeds, pumpkin seeds are calorie-dense. That doesn't mean they're bad, just be mindful not to eat them by the handful, especially late at night. Think of them not as a snack, but as a nightly tonic for your muscles and your sleep. Now, let's move to the last food on our list, a quiet champion of bedtime strength. It's not sweet like fruit or crunchy like seeds. It doesn't have bright colors or flashy appeal. But if there's one food that truly works while you sleep to rebuild muscles that time tries to steal, it's this: cottage cheese. Before you wrinkle your nose or think of something your grandmother might have eaten, stay with me. Behind its simple, lumpy texture lies one of the most effective muscle-building foods you can enjoy, especially before bed and especially after 60. Here's why. Cottage cheese contains a special type of protein called casein. Casein is different from the protein in chicken, fish, or even eggs. It digests slowly. This means after you eat it, your body doesn't burn through it right away. Instead, it releases amino acids gradually over several hours, gently nourishing your muscles all through the night. Why does that matter? Because when you sleep, your body enters repair mode. But if your bloodstream doesn't have enough amino acids, the building blocks of muscle, your body can actually start breaking down muscle tissue to fuel other processes. That's the last thing you want, especially if you're already dealing with muscle loss related to aging. Now, imagine giving your body a steady trickle of these amino acids through the night. That's exactly what a few spoonfuls of cottage cheese can do. It won't spike your blood sugar, and it won't feel heavy in your stomach. It just quietly gets to work supporting muscle growth, repair, and strength, all while you rest. A dear friend of mine, Martha, is 76 years old. Sharp as ever, but she started noticing her legs getting weaker. Climbing stairs became harder. Getting out of the car required more effort. She was told it was just aging, but that didn't feel right to her. So, we made one small change, a bowl of low-fat cottage cheese, a few spoonfuls, about 30 minutes before bed. Within 3 weeks, she told me, it's like my body finally got the message. I'm waking up with more energy. I feel steady again. That's the power of giving your body what it's been missing. Cottage cheese. Cheese is also rich in leucine, the very same muscle-triggering amino acid we talked about with eggs, but it delivers it slowly over a longer period of time. Think of it this way: eggs give you a quick push, while cottage cheese offers a slow and steady hand, gently supporting your muscles through the night. If you're watching your blood sugar, here's more good news. Cottage cheese, especially the plain low-fat kind, is naturally low in carbohydrates. It won't spike your insulin or cause that dreaded nighttime crash. In fact, its protein content may help keep blood sugar stable overnight, which can be a real benefit for people managing diabetes or prediabetes. Worried about sodium? No problem, just choose the low-sodium versions that are easy to find nowadays. And for heart health, picking low-fat or 1% varieties helps keep saturated fat in check. Now, let's talk about taste and texture. Some people enjoy cottage cheese just as it is, while others like to mix in a few slices of banana or a sprinkle of cinnamon. If you happen to have some leftover kiwi from earlier, it pairs beautifully, too. The key is to keep it light and simple. Remember, this isn't a full meal. It's a gentle signal to your body: take your time. Repair while I sleep. Even just one spoonful can make a real difference. And here's the beauty of it: no prep, no cooking, no fuss. You don't need to stand over the stove or blend a smoothie. Just open the container, take a spoon, and quietly nourish your body. Many seniors believe they need to do something big to feel strong again: intense workouts, complicated diets, expensive supplements. But the truth is, strength after 60 comes from small, consistent steps, knowing what to give your body, and when. When it comes to bedtime, a little cottage cheese is like giving your muscles a warm goodnight hug. So now that we've walked this quiet evening path together, let's take a gentle breath and reflect. You don't need to turn your life upside down. You don't need to count every calorie or chase perfection. What your body truly needs, especially after 60, is something sustainable, a few thoughtful choices made with care and consistency. Tonight, that choice might be as simple as peeling a kiwi, boiling an egg, savoring a spoonful of cottage cheese, or letting a few pumpkin seeds soften on your tongue before the lights go out. These aren't just bedtime snacks, they're acts of kindness toward your future self. They feed your muscles. They soothe your nervous system. They help you sleep deeper and wake up stronger. And with every quiet evening ritual, you're telling your body, you still matter. You're still strong. You're still capable of rebuilding. Because here's the truth: muscle loss isn't inevitable. It's reversible. It's preventable. And it starts by giving your body what it's asking for, not in loud, overwhelming ways, but in simple, loving steps. So tonight, instead of going to bed feeling like your strength is slipping away, you can rest knowing your body is gently rebuilding while you sleep. If this video gave you hope or sparked a few new ideas, I'd love to hear from you. What bedtime food are you most curious to try? Let me know in the comments. I read every word, and your story might inspire someone else in our Evergreen Wisdom family. And if you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe to Evergreen Wisdom. Here, we're building something special, a place where growing older means growing wiser, stronger, and more connected every day. Until next time, rest well, eat kindly, and wake up stronger. You've earned it.